Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty disappointed PlayStation 5 fans. We have some huge news when it comes to Saudi Arabia and them buying EA. And I'm actually kind of curious too, because I'll probably have like one video thumbnail being like, oh, massive PS5 failure, weird, whatever, clickbait type vibe. And I'll probably have another one for the EA. So I'll be curious which one you guys got on the algorithm testing. Let me know in the comment section down below. Both will be like a pretty decent chunk of this video. And of course, we also have some intriguing information too as well when it comes to the Spider-Man game, just a little fun side stuff in the background. As well, if you guys are brand new, make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the giveaway going on for the holidays. We'll be ending the next few weeks for PS5 Pro, consoles, etc. So join that on up. Sub here, second YouTube channel, and all the other links down below. And of course, there may be 1 or 2 more days left on the PS5 sales all down below on like Amazon, Walmart, Target, whatever. Check those links down below if you guys want PS5 Pros for cheaper. They may be done as of today or when you guys see this video, but just neither less, there you guys go. So we have this, we'll start off with the PS5 disappointment news first and foremost, because I was a little bit sad about this. Where right now, there is a brand new Red Dead Redemption PS5 re-release from Rockstar. Now, we kind of knew about this. I think I covered this in passing in a prior video this past week. And like, it's cool. Like, I like seeing these brand new things. But if you guys remember, a few years ago, months ago, I don't really know in this day and age, all my days kind of blend together, there was a really bad, mediocre Grand Theft Auto remaster remix. They were horrible. They were really bad, buggy filled. There was like a separate company that was like kind of outsourced to do it all. It just wasn't good. So anyway, people had high expectations though, because Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2, and obviously GTA 5, Bully, and like some of these other bigger Rockstar games are kind of like high level. These are like the top tier games, the games that people really want. They want to enjoy these. These are from Rockstar themselves. And they make a lot of money from GTA 5 online and will most likely make a lot of money from GTA 6. But people are just disappointed, saying that this is just a mediocre re-release. For all the money it earns through GTA Online, you would think Rockstar would at least put a little bit of effort into the re-releases of its past games. Apparently not though, as the PS5 version of Red Dead Redemption is probably about as bare bones as you can go and get. So the older PS4 re-release from a few years ago, you get the single-player campaign of Red Dead Redemption, which is still good. You also get the Undead Nightmare expansion, also good. And there's a free upgrade for current PS4 owners, also good, and has PS Plus and GTA. Like, it's good. Like, they're doing things mostly right. But if you want to buy the game outside in these weird subscriptions or upgrades, it's still going to cost $50. Like, they got to make their money back. It takes development time, sure, like whatever. But that still is a lot of money, or you can do like a cool bundle with Red Dead Redemption 2. This is just for if anyone wants to buy it. So now enhanced for PS5, the current gen version only takes away, though, of the most basic sense. And people are disappointed seeing this because, like people want a little bit more. They want to push the limits. You get a 4K resolution at 60 frames per second with improved draw distances, HDR support, and some enhanced image quality, and that's about it. Like, think about it this way, coming from like a PS4 to PS5, you're basically just being like, hey, you get the bare minimum. You get like the overall bare minimum. And keep in mind too, other stuff such as say Ghost of Tsushima. You still had to pay like a $10 premium, but there was like big improvements of it all. And I even still thought that $10 was weird. This is a $50 price point itself, unless you are utilizing other bundles, which you're already paying money for regardless, and still is rough. So despite the PS Store listing for the title stating it supports vibration functions and trigger effects, like usual stuff, like that's pretty bare bones. Like this was like the day one selling point for the PS5, like haptic feedback, immersive gaming, like it's cool, the controller's cool. In relation to Sony's DualSense controller, our testing has found there to be no evidence of any use of haptic feedback or the adaptive triggers. So basically, as they have tested this, to go and see on how this game is, they have not found almost any major improvement of it all. So we're going to show this one video over here, and you can react to a quick little reaction for it before we dive in like the EA news. Like you guys can see like how there is some improvements, yes. Like it looks nice, there is upscaling. Here's the PS4 version, still looks good. But then you look at the PS5 version, and let me put myself maybe in a better spot. Like it's not bad. Like we're seeing these improvements, like the sky looks nicer, more graphics in the wood. But you guys can kind of see it's not like anything super groundbreaking. Like here's the draw distance, and you can see it a little bit better. So I'm actually more surprised in the Switch 2 version, if anything. And like, yeah, you can see a little bit farther, maybe a little bit clearer details in the grass, whatever, but it's just not that much, you know, it just really isn't anything super crazy. So let alone the graphics are, I mean, it's still an improvement, yeah, but for, I mean, for Rockstar, we expect like beautiful, we expect like reimaginations. And like you can see more, there's more foliage, more skies, like there is stuff there. But for bare minimums like controller support, people are expecting so much more. Like it just is very bare bones, it's very basic, and like look at this, like it's not really that much changing. For a whole console generation port 5 years into this console gen 2 as well. Like yeah, there's a little bit, like I'm seeing more shadows and like cleaner details, sure. But I don't, from my knowledge, I did a quick look, I could probably have looked more. It didn't really seem like there was that much when it came to also the PS5 Pro and like things like, you know, more ray tracing, etc. Now you do get better frames, that is a nice thing, but you're also getting 60 on the Switch. Just people are just a little disappointed. Like they really were expecting quite a decent bit more on this all. And like I mentioned, the biggest thing is that there is basically just no, like there's just lackluster. There's reports that the PS5 trophy list isn't even auto popping up to reflect the achievements of the old version too as well. So it's weird, just people just think they deserve a whole lot more, and I kind of agree. Now we had an intriguing thing over here when it comes to the Saudi Arabian public investment into EA. Now if you guys missed the news, it seems like EA was trying to sell. And as of right now, it seems like Saudi Arabia is, I think, getting like something like 93%. We'll see in the article of it all. So Saudi Arabia's public investment fund could reportedly own nearly all of EA Electronic Arts under the buyout plan for the video game giant. The Saudi fund would own 93.4% of EA, basically making it a major majority owner. They can pretty much do anything they want with the company. We saw a recent filing with the Brazilian antitrust regulators, and private equity firm Silver Lake Partners would own 5.5% of the company, and then Jared Kushner's Affinity Partners would claim 1%. So it's basically 93.5% of this in Saudi Arabia. So now all the Battlefields and Sims and, you know, like Mass Effects, etc., those are all going to be owned just by Saudi Arabia. Representatives from EA, Silver Lake Partners, and Affinity Partners did not respond immediately to requests for comment. Announced in September, the $55 billion deal for EA would be the biggest leverage buyout in history. The biggest deal ever. The deal is expected to close next year, pending regulatory and shareholder approval. And as you guys know from like the Xbox saga, it takes a long time. The buyout offer comes as the video game industry has undergone consolidation. So this is actually meaning that Saudi Arabia is actually getting a good price point. Because as the market's been a little bit more weird, like some things have gone up, like Nvidia, Google, AI related companies. Some have kind of faltered. The S&P 500's mostly been kind of down besides the big boys. So the whole around economy has kind of been a little on the struggling side. So while video games remain popular and some franchises are seeing success, as they go to film or series, think like The Last of Us show, think, I don't know, maybe Halo, not really. EA's annual revenues have been steady over the last 3 fiscal years, around $7.4 to $7.6 billion. But EA's like, or the Saudi Arabians are like, hey, we can probably buy EA, make some pretty good money on this all. Let's see what happens. And I want to know your thoughts and comments on this down below. Last but not least, too, they had some pretty big updates over here for some bigger games. 9.3 million copies of Bloodborne. Great news, too, as well. On top of that, too, we've also had crazy good numbers for Elden Ring. Spider-Man 2 has sold 16 million on the PS5 and 700,000 plus on Steam. Expedition has also been doing great with at least 3.3 million players, has sold over 5.5 million copies overall, with at least 3 million on Steam, 2 million on PS5, and around 500k on Xbox. It also did have a lot of Game Pass sales, which probably toned down some other stuff, but we'll see if that wins Game of the Year. Give me your thoughts and comments on everything down below. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching, joining the giveaways, affiliate links, and all that stuff, and I appreciate y'all just for existing. I don't know, I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching.